Hello my lovelies, you're welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing my channel, you're very welcome. Please kindly subscribe, like, comment, share. I always share amazing recipes. You will not regret being part of this family. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell. That way you're the first to be notified anytime I share a new recipe. Today I'll be teaching you how to make these butter or buttery rolls in the most simplest method ever. So if this is what you're interested in, come let's do this together. So for our butter roll, we'll be needing some flour, some melted butter, some yeast, sugar, and some warm milk. We'll also be using salt. Do not worry, I'll drop all the measurements for you in the description box. All right. So the first thing we'll do is to add our flour into our bowl. Into our flour, we'll add in our salt, and then we'll mix this together. Just make sure the salt is properly combined, and you set it aside. You get your warm milk, add in your sugar, add yeast, and then add in our melted butter into it. Then we're going to stir it. Don't worry if it's not properly dissolved, but just stir it and make sure that the yeast at least is properly melted inside. You make a well in the middle, and then you pour in your liquid into the dry ingredients you have mixed earlier, and then with your spatula you're going to mix all of this together. The idea is to just make sure that the flour is properly combined into this. At least you gotta make like a dough. So use your spatula to just mix all of this together, just the way you're seeing it, and then you gather it up just like this, and then you form like a semi dough that is not yet needed. All right, and then you flour your work surface, and you're going to transfer that dough on your work surface because now it's time to knead. So we're going to be kneading this. You're going to devote time to kneading this because that's the way you get your fluffy butter roll. If you don't knead it very well, it will not be fluffy and airy. You know, that soft, gooey, chewy butter roll that we're looking for. Do not mind that. I know a lot of people like, she fixed her nails and she's kneading. That's why I'm using the down of my hands too. I'm not one that needs with wearing glove. If I wear my glove, I won't be able to knead this very well. So pardon me, my hands are properly washed, and that's why I'm using it to knead. So I needed this for close to like call it 25 minutes because I always give time to my kneading. That way I always get, whenever I'm making my bread or anything that has to do with yeast, I give it time to knead, except it's a recipe that don't require kneading. All right, so I've kneaded this for about 25 minutes, and you can see it has come together. It's already looking sweet, it's already looking fine. From this alone, you already know the outcome of our roll is going to be very nice. So I just bought use oil to spread on my bowl, and I'm going to be transferring that dough into the bowl, and I'll cover it and allow it sit for about 40 to 45 minutes for the dough to at least double in size. All right, so after about 45 minutes, our dough has doubled in size, and so I'll just put it back on my work surface. Please flour your work surface before you put it, and then I'm just going to knead a little, not so much, just knead for it to just come together and remove the air bubbles. And then I'll be dividing the dough into two. All right, after dividing this dough into two, you keep one part, and then you roll one of the parts flat, not so flat, but at least you roll it just the way you're seeing it, like this. You make like a circular roll. Please put some flour on your rolling pin so that it doesn't stick on your dough. And then we're going to be spreading butter, because what is butter roll without butter? Sorry. So I'm going to be spreading some butter on this. The quantity of butter you spread here depends solely on you, but don't do it so much. All right, but at least be generous with your butter, because why? This is a butter roll. All right, so I'm just spreading my butter. You can make use of margarine if that's what you have. And then I'm going to take the remaining half of the dough that we have cut, and I'm going to place it on top and spread it on top. Please, while you're rolling this, please make sure that there's enough flour on your rolling pin so that it doesn't stick. The idea is to merge the first dough that you rubbed some butter on with the second one, and then you just combine them together to form just one roll. All right, it's just like spreading bread and butter on two slices of bread. Did you understand it here? That's just the idea. And then you spread it around like this, and then you cut it into two, and then you make another cut in the middle, and then you start cutting it by the sides. Just follow my hands and see what I'm doing. All right, just follow these steps like this. The idea is to give it that beautiful shape. So if you cut it this way, you're able to get that beautiful shape just as you saw at the beginning of the video. Right, So just follow your hands like this, and then you cut depending on the size of the first circle you did. And now to get that shape of butter rolls that you saw earlier, you just pick one of the slices that you've cut, and then you stretch it a little, come from the end, and then you roll it just the way you're seeing, like this, simple like that. You get this beautiful shape. It's very beautiful. And you get your pan, and then you just butter it and put some brown paper or some baking paper on it, so that the bread roll doesn't stick on it when you're done. I'm just showing you again how to roll. Then you cover, you put it, just make sure that you do everything, and then you put them on your greased baking pan or baking pan. So this is all the dough. This is all the bread roll I was able to get from the dough I made, and then I'm going to cover it again for another 45 minutes for the thing to double in size. You see it will rise. If you're working with an active yeast, your butter roll will rise. You can see how beautiful they've doubled in size again. And then I'm going to be doing some egg wash on it. This is just egg that I whisked, and then I'm using my brush to brush all over it to give you this shiny look once it's done baking. That's the idea of always egg washing, all right? It gives you this beautiful look. So this is it after I wash it. I'll be popping this into the oven. It's ready to be, I've heated my oven, and then I'm putting it in the oven, baking for about 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, guys, see our butter roll, looking lush and beautiful and so yummy. And I'm spreading some butter on it just as it's hot. I'm now spreading this butter to melt on it, guys. I was holding myself. I would have just started munching. Oh my god. So I'm just spreading some butter on it, guys. Don't miss this step. You can say you don't want, but don't miss it. It gives your butter roll like this sweet finishing. You're gonna like it. Look at how lush and beautiful our butter roll is looking. So tell me if you'll be trying this. Don't even tell me. I need you to try this. You can use this as a snack for your kids to even take to school. You can even still cut it and spread some jam in it. You can play around with this. All right. So if you've watched this extent and you've not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe. I always share amazing recipes. Guys, look at how chewy, gooey, lush this thing is looking. Tell me you don't want to try this. No, you really have to try this. All right. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've not subscribed, please kindly subscribe. I always share amazing recipes that you can convert to money, make money for yourself. I'm all about the money. All right. And if you've watched to this extent, if not subscribed, please subscribe. I love you so much. Till I see you again, take care of yourself. Bye.